Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó.
Maiyegun Kyari,
Hello there.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó.
Maiyegun Kyari,
Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará yìí.
Maiyegun Kyari,
lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun Kyari,
Thank you so much for joining me. Share the broadcast. And this is Maiyegun live, by the way. So read the caption of the broadcast and share it before you make your own contribution accordingly.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Maiyegun Kyari,
ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun Kyari,
Maiyegun Kyari Politico.
Maiyegun Kyari,
Thank you.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
Maiyegun Kyari,
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o.
Share the broadcast. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them that Maiyegun today. Yes, good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. And this is Maiyegun live.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Sorry, I've removed it.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook,
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube,
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́,
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bíjó ìgbádìyẹ,
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o,
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ,
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá,
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
You can tell why I'm actually like in a joyous mood, because tonight you can call it a night of banter or banters. And at the same time, I was actually planning to, I was planning to do just fundraising. Today is day 3 day 3 of the fundraiser we were doing for the victims of political persecution in Nigeria, the Yoruba activists, and Oloye Sunday Igboho in particular. But as I was preparing myself to come on, then I saw that Abba Pablo Escobar Oshpo Kyari has approached the court after just how many days in detention. I was like, oh, come on. I want to talk about this. Because his request is quite strange. But it's not strange. It's like a place where, in Yoruba, like they say, a place where we wanted to plant cola. And suddenly, there is already a cola sprouting out of the ground. That's exactly what caught my attention, right? Abba Kyari, after 4 days or 5 days in NDLA detention, the guy is in court today, Monday, to go and seek for bail because he is diabetic. Abba Kyari is many things, honestly speaking. He is many things. He is a police officer, Nigeria police officer. He is also the extortionist chairman, kidnappers chairman, underworld drug smugglers and drug dealers is their chairman. He is also a loan shark. If anybody owes you money, you can call Abba, Osh Poppy, or Osh Taylor, Pablo Escobar, Kyari. It will help you collect your money. But now, we are now finding out that he is diabetic. and he can no longer stay in prison. He needs to go abroad. The audacity, and his lawyer, well, he brought, out of lawyers. The lead counsel, Cynthia Ikena, approached court today to ask the court to let Abba Oshtaylor Pablo Escobar Kyari to go abroad for treatment. And I'm like, why? The court denied it. It denied it. I mean, the court denied the application. No, you're not going anywhere. You can treat diabetes in Nigeria. If you are diabetic, you are living in Nigeria, that means we have been taking care of you here. So stay there. They will bring you your medication. That's unfair. Whenever all these rogues in your government, every time, whenever they are stealing and looting, and they are calling themselves in power, I'm in power. Like Oshpopi Kyari. Yeah? Your governors, your senators, your ministers, your this, your that, your thieving leaders, your criminal leaders. When they are in power, they say we are in power. Then by the time they are caught by their fellow thieves, caught them and say, okay, you be thief. Suddenly, they will get neck pain. They will get backache. Suddenly, they will get accident. Suddenly, you will see them on crutches. I'm going to say the collar. They don't feel walk again. Some of them on stretcher. You know what I mean? Now, whenever they approach the court will say, on health ground, I am granting this application for you to go abroad, to go and get treatment. Now, they denied Oshtaylor Kyari. Is that fair? Listen to this. So this one explains the character of the rogues you have there and why denying Oshtaylor Kyari is right to go abroad. People are saying, let him go. FBI will not have to do much, Do you think it's not smart? His lawyer went to court. They said they want to go abroad. Person spent 5 days in NDLA detention. He will prefer to go to FBI jail in America. Abi, do you think it's not smart? 5 days, where so many people's sons and daughters were kidnapped by the Oshtaylor Kyari's kidnapper ring. And they will keep you in their detention. You know this Evans, the kidnapper, the guy say he's an importer and exporter. Now, because say no fee pay Oshtaylor Kyari the bribe, that is why Oshtaylor Kyari decided to arrest him for kidnapping. Yeah? And since they took him to court, they have been unable to present evidence. As Evans, they prison, Oshtaylor Kyari and his gang, they have already looted all Evans' properties. I'm not joking, Now, the guy say he's sick. I'm in pain. The court, they said no.
Buhari ń kí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Sàràkí ń kí. Òwe Yorùbá kan ìyẹn ló sọ wípé ibi tẹ́rìn méjì bá ti jà ó léwu. N ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ. A ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ. Láyé PDP, àrí Boko Haram. APC today, Fulani X-Men. Irú èwo lèyí? $3.50 to $1 ṣé ẹ lọ ń san? Èèmọ̀ rẹ̀ o, n ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ. A ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ. Àwa ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ. Ìgbà wo ni iPhone 6 wá di PS2 lójú àwọn SARS nílùú Nàìjíríà yìí? Wọ́n fìbọn lé wa kiri ó tójú sú mi. Ayé lé o ìbò sí o mi ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ. Àwọn ọmọge wa tá ń rán ní yunifásitì wọ́n ti ń dolóṣó tán. Bọ́lá ti gbọ́ polóṣó ń ṣe promo.
ṣebí torí pa òní iṣẹ́ lápá àwọn politician wọ́n ti fowó epo abalẹ̀ ayé wọn jẹ́ o wọ́n lóhun tó dùn tá ò lè fi fọmọ yẹ ìròyìn mọ́ a ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ àwa ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ sẹ́nẹ́tọ̀ ti di musician ní Nàìjíríà oh my oh when shall you see your ìlú tó lè fún ẹ o when shall you see your poverty o do you do your people well ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ. Kọ́mẹ́dì ti wá wọ òṣèlú Nàìjíríà I'm in pain ni gómìnà kan sọ. Are we not in pain? Sósì ní pásítọ̀ ń sọ. Ayé fi máa lè yí ìjọ́dọ̀wọ́ ẹ̀bùn ẹ̀mí mímọ́ lọ. A ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ. Àwa ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ.
He go better ṣáàlà tí ń gbọ́. Get your PVC ni wọ́n sọ. Torí election yìí APC tàbí PDP ní ká tún tẹ̀lé. Best of the same feather.
A ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ.
APC ò sí mi PDP náà ò sí mi. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Naija ò ẹ di àmúre. Àwọn olóṣèlú ò sí mi. Ẹ sọ pé ẹ ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ.
A ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ. Àwa ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ. APC àti PDP ọmọ ìyá olè ni wọ́n ṣẹ́. Lágbájá tó ṣọdún mẹ́jọ ní PDP lọ́jọ́ yẹn. Ká tó wí ká tó fọ̀ ó ti di APC. Èyí má le o ó lè. A ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ. Ìgbà wo la máa gbọ́n o ẹ̀yin ará mi? Olè ara lómi já wá lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí. Àwa ṣẹ́ títí a tún lọ kọ́ṣẹ́. A ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ. A ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ. Àwa ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ. Ìkájọ́rúkọ mọ́ Buhari kọ́ níwé ẹ̀rí tó lè sọ ní dọ́lọ́rọ̀. Ká sọ àsọ̀rọ̀ ìdílé kò kú dá nǹkan o. Ìwà bí ọlọ́pọlọ ló dára jù. A ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ. A ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ. Àwa ò ṣe mọ́ o lórí tó ń lọ.
Thank you very much. So, if they can just let Abba, Taylor, Pablo Escobar, Kyari, the super mug, to go and enjoy the same privilege your criminal political leaders enjoy. This one, I endorse it. I know some of you are saying it is insulting. It's actually like ridiculous. How could he say he wants to go to overseas? My sister, my brother, this is an overseas trip. There are some of us who agree to. Let him go. But some are saying, Baba, you no go anywhere. I mean, they there. 5 days in NDLA detention. Is he mad? Did you remember how many days they torture me? Do you know how many people who actually had direct encounter with this criminal? Drug dealer. He is also suing NDLA for 500 million naira for arresting him when he was just trying to help them. That 3 billion tramadol, we are not hearing anything on that yet. We are not hearing anything. A complete package. When you are looking for a criminal, that is a complete package. Abba, Pablo Escobar Kyari is a fit textbook definition of a complete criminal. Person will be criminal, join police force. He became the head of the police intelligence unit that should be going after violent criminals. He ended up being one himself and used all his gang to perpetuate that. Thousands of young Nigerians died in their hands. And thousands, hundreds of thousands more became their victims of extortion, torture, and illegal detention. He is also the ringleader of those who are using Nigeria as a smuggling route for drugs in Africa. He's a police officer, which means when the police are looking for drug dealers, they will give him the intelligence reports. So he will be the one to say, which drug dealer, which of these drug dealers is not my own? Okay, what can we do? Oh, you see that boy, where they, Abba, that guy is not paying me my dues. Yeah. Okay. He will just say, okay, let us go and arrest Uchenna from Abba. He's a drug leader king. So who arrested him? Abba Kyari. Meanwhile, the guy himself is the leader of all the drug dealings. They say, man, we just received some intelligence, some reports now on some of these high-profile internet fraudsters, scammers. We just received them now. As a police officer, you know he's a friend to scammers. He's a friend to fraudsters. So we just look at which of these Yahoo boys, we know they pay me well. We'll just be like, once he received it, he will alert those who are his friends to lay low. Same way, if they want to go after drug dealers, he will tell his own friend to lay low. And they will go for the ones that are not his friends. They will display them. Abba Kyari bust a big drug dealer. Abba Kyari helped them to bust the biggest fraudster in Nigeria. It's all lies, right? So the guy said he wants to go. So people are saying that he should be there. He should be tried for, you see all these drugs and all of that, If people should be bringing, let me tell you something, right? As much as Nigeria is a joke, people are saying that if this was America, if that, what Abba Kyari and his gang, what they have done, if it was to be in America, they will bring what they call class suit. I'll be waiting you, they call them for America. Class suit, that one that all the victims, you know, they have now finally banned them. They've removed all of those rogues since the arrest of this criminal, Abba Kyari. They say if it was in America, all the victims all over the country who have been victims of SARS, victims of this and that, they will bring lawsuit against Nigeria police. The kind of lawsuit where we say, now out of court they settle them. You know that kind of lawsuit. Sunday Igboho brought a lawsuit against Nigeria. Nigeria is already in soup. But in their media out there, Nigeria is winning. But Nigeria is not winning. They are owing Sunday Igboho 20 billion as we speak right now. Now imagine when the family of the two people killed inside Igboho's house, if they bring their lawsuit against your DSS, what's they call it? Class suit. Tell me, what do you call it? I'm gonna go and read comments. Class action. The moment that Abba Kyari is arrested, the moment he was arrested, they will start. Nigeria can't pay it. That is what should have happened. But some of you, we thank God. Now God catch him. This guy killed more than 1,000 Biafrans. This is not Biafra war. Are you shocked? Come on, don't pretend that you are shocked. You have been watching the news. You have been seeing all the blood. You have been seeing all the bodies in the last 2 years, especially in the last 2 years. Don't pretend that you are shocked. This Abba Pablo Escobar Kyari, as he is in detention, normally, all those stuff forever, they should normally be bringing class suit. It should be standing trial for murder, first degree murder. manslaughter, no, first degree massacre. So that is why some people said he should stay there. If you get diabetes, may them treat and there. If they no fit treat and there, may he die there. Because of what they took from them. Do you know the reason why Nigerians are mostly kind of angry? Do you know that? Do you know why? Sorry. So don't they make my head warm again. It's because of bottled anger, injustice. Your son, you can just be home waiting for your children to come back, and you can just receive a call that they have killed your son. What happened? Police stray bullet killed him. Who is that police? What happened? Which police station? What have you? Blah, 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 blah. Story. Nowhere to go. 99% of those victims and their families, they never heal. So that is why, when you look at, why is it that Nigerians don't like it's like they don't like their country. It's like they don't like their leaders. We are just walking, we are people who are working with PTSD caused by criminals like this. No justice, no nothing. So that's why some people will say, let him die. That is mean. Let him go to jail. I don't care. Let him, you know what they did to me? They killed my brother. My brother came to Nigeria. He was returning back to America. And then on our way to the airport, these SARS guys came and they just picked him. And before we know it, one of them just shot him. My brother died on his way to the hospital. The Abba Kyari, you know, because no justice. Nobody, you don't get anything. So normally, if you were to bring all of that to, Nigeria will not stand. You see all this base that they are stealing and the rest of them, What about those people killed by policemen protecting politicians and all of them? Everybody's just wounded. You see, let me tell you something, Let me tell you this. If you see Nigerians anywhere in the world, as great as they are, to those ones, you know, they are great. You are like, man, what is wrong with your country? You guys are so great. You guys are this and that. And then you are there like, I know, it's just bad leadership. But you see those Nigerians you see abroad everywhere, including in Nigeria, who are trying to pretend to be normal. Some of us, we have managed to heal to some extent. That is why some of us still have humanity in us. We still have that. Sorry, who is this? Who is this Yahuddin? Talk to you. What? I just saw a comment on YouTube. Sorry, guys. I'm coming back to what I'm saying. Why do you keep asking that I should talk to you? Yahuddin. Abi Yahoo Adin. I don't know. Anyway, sorry, guys. That's a little bit, digression, okay? So I probably will come back to that. So we saw these Nigerians you see abroad. Some of us, we have managed to heal. And when we look back, what is happening in Nigeria only remind us of what we survived. And every time you remember, it does nothing to you. It opened the old wound. And what happened after? We just react. Nigeria hurts us from cradle to our grave. The criminals in charge of Nigeria, they hurt us. No matter who you are, no matter where you come from, no matter what you believe in. But back in Nigeria, where you have the rogues who claim to have power and the people who are those victims. Without justice, no assurance of it. I will kill you, nothing will happen. Statements that make you feel like, are you human? So don't act shocked when I said this Abba Kyari, just the first 6 months of 2021, this guy in eastern Nigeria, Imo State, Enugu, Ebonyi, Anambra, Abia, this guy was everywhere, rounding up innocent people, ripping their families off for their bail. Those who couldn't pay them the bail, they were paraded as arrested ESN members, arrested by Abba Kyari. Many of those people, they were never found. Some of them, after they displayed them, this same criminal Kyari packed them and he took them to Suleja in Niger State, far away from their families. No court, nobody knew where they took them. This Abba Kyari. So if I told you that this guy and his team alone, they killed more than 1,000 human beings in eastern Nigeria in just a space of 6 months. So those families are there. They are hurting. They are hurting. The only justice they are waiting for is a justice that God should do justice. Now to them, Abba Kyari falling from grace to grass. Is God doing justice? That's not justice. That's what Nigeria does to us. That's what Nigeria does to people. It hurts you. It breaks you. Then it makes you to become an hypocrite, a pretender. I love Nigeria. No matter what, I love my country. My country is going to be great. One day it's going to be great. How old are you? How old are you, ma? And how long? For how long have you known that one day Nigeria will be great? For how long now? That's what Nigeria does to you. It turned you to, I can't describe it. So a criminal can rise in a rotten system by using the same system to protect criminals. What do you think crime does to you? Let me explain this to you. If your country knows that you don't have electricity, as you all know anyway, and they sit together, they're like, how do we solve electricity problem? Okay, what we're going to do is that we're going to spend $10 billion. How do we source it? And what, put all that together. And then they then source for that 10 billion and spend it on that electricity. Will there be no electricity? Won't you have electricity? But you and everybody watching me right now, you know why you don't have electricity. It's not because you didn't have the money. It's not because the politician didn't promise the money or budget the money. It's not because they didn't even spend the money. But you know what happened to it. They stole the money. The money the money is gone. Electricity you don't have. That affects you. That is a consequence of their own greed. When politicians says, oh, we have security problem, what do you think we should do? Oh, we need to invest in this so and equipment and this so training. How much is it going to be? It's going to cost us $5 billion. Okay, how do we get it? How do we source it? This is how we're going to source it. Now let's use it and spend that $5 billion on that insecurity. Sheer insecurity will continue. But you know why the insecurity continue despite the billions they've spent? Because they stole it. Now, because they stole the money, more people have been killed, more people have been kidnapped, more people have been displaced, your economy has been more hit and destroyed, more unemployment everywhere. Guess what? The country became poorer. Do you understand consequences of action? And